the information superhighway, an online network called Internet.
Anyway.
Get right up in there.
Sorry, I went to Starbucks earlier today and I ordered my usual, but I don't think they... Did you just flip me off?
Yeah, because you made me yawn, asshole.
I don't think they put nearly as much espresso into my drink as they normally do. Yeah, espresso is how you pronounce it, but it sounds wrong. Espresso. Right? Espresso? Ugh.
I don't say that word ever.
No.
Because I don't drink coffee or any coffee-related merchandise. Look at this cat.
So I'm apologies for the yawning. I'm very tired for some reason.
I'm probably right there with you because I got up at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Because I was procrastinating all day yesterday.
Oh, I hear you.
And I had to edit a video.
I've been up since 9 p.m. the previous day.
Oh, boy.
So that actually might be the reason why.
Yeah, that's probably more so. I didn't know that.
I should have ordered more caffeine. That was probably
Or just took a nap.
Yeah, I was working though. I was in the zone. I was kind of feeling it. I was grooving. I was rocking, rolling. Welcome to the podcast.
Drolling?
I imagine. I presume that we're recording.
Yeah, probably.
Flawless entry. I feel like that's our best one yet.
Everybody, welcome to I Podcast. It's first ever digital audio cast on the internet. I'm Wanda, and this is my co-host Wanda.
I'm Wanda.
Yeah. No, this is a show where we do questions and advice from listeners once we run out of things to talk about.
That's right.
But for now, I'm going to check my Trello board to see if I wrote anything down.
Okay.
I did. Cool. This is gonna be another one where I say a comic book thing to bait my comic book audience, which I might do for the last one as well because we talked about X-Men.
We sure did at the very end,
but that was at the very end, so I don't know how I'll feel about that. It'll probably just be a picture of a sparkling. What have you thought of the thumbnails so far?
They're very entertaining.
Okay, cool. I'm having fun with the thumbnails.
Yeah, dude.
Here's the thing.
Give us your number one thumbnail critique in the comments.
Yeah, tell us what you think about our thumbnails.
No, don't say anything good about them. Say the one thing that you hate the most about them. Only give criticism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only. I have something written on the Trello board for us to talk about. This spun out of my...
Wait, you wrote down topics for us to talk about?
Just one.
What if I had things that I wanted to say?
Do you have things you want to say?
I don't. Go ahead with your thing.
Well, that's what I just wanted to check because I forgot to check beforehand. It's the same thing I had with my Superboy thing a couple episodes ago. I wrote it down there. It's literally only one. Yeah, it's gone.
Let's bait the people.
So, this came out of the thought because there's a lot of talk right now about Marvel rebooting because they're relaunching soon.
Yeah.
So everybody's like, should Marvel reboot? Should they not reboot? I personally think they should.
I agree.
And that gave me a second thought. Because if they reboot, they're probably going to update Origins like they do a lot.
Sure.
Should Captain America's origin stay in World War II regardless of any continuity?
Yes.
Yeah? You think so?
I do think so.
Okay. I agree in the main continuity, but I think it would be very interesting to visit a Captain America of Afghanistan or a Captain America of Iraq or something. Iraq?
Sure.
People say Iraqi, but then people say Iraq.
Yeah. I mean, there's no way to know for sure.
You just got to go there and ask some guy.
Yeah.
Be like, hey,
who's got the time?
Where am I? That's what you do. You show up and go, where am I?
And yeah, you just go with whatever the first answer is. I'm sure the first answer will be like the name of the street that you're on.
Yeah, probably.
If someone came up to me in the middle of the street to be like where am I wouldn't be like the United States of America.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Damn. Is that racist? Probably
That's
not.
Rough.
We're going in blind with this episode because I can't see the time code.
I gotcha. So would you say that he wouldn't be frozen then? That it's just him and his soldier?
I think. Well, it depends because the frozen thing, he could be frozen forever. He could be the Captain America of
the Civil War.
Yes. He could be the Captain America of, I don't know, Jesus
of the Great Jesus
he was,
War.
He was good. Or that'd be pretty cool if he was like Captain America, but he was best buds with Jesus.
What if he was Jesus, but then
shit.
but then the Bible was written kind of about him, but it was like all the stories were just told differently.
Dude, a universe where the Bible is a comic book.
Dude, what?
And it's just all about superheroes, and Jesus has a badass cape.
Hell yeah!
I'd be down for that.
I like it.
Why the hell is the Bible not a comic book? I bet there is a Bible.
There absolutely is.
I'd read that.
EC Comics, the people who made horror popular previously they were making Bible comics.
Interesting.
It was under different leadership. It was the father who was making Bible comics. Then he died in a terrible boating accident. That is tragic, but also really interesting. Is it ironic?
Because if he's writing stories about Noah and the Ark,
I guess. But then the business is passed down to his son. And
real horror.
And then he was like, we're going to change educational comics to entertaining comics.
Neato.
And we're going to make horror stuff.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I like that. Mm-hmm. But I feel like that idea of Captain America, like alternate universe versions of Captain America, I feel like
put them anywhere.
Yeah, they're always rooted in World War II for some reason.
Yeah.
They never just futz with the war.
You could do like a Revolutionary War Captain America. That'd be pretty rad.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be the one he's most
absolutely.
Captain America.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
He's just palling around with Hamilton.
Yeah.
How dare you, sir?
This was this is what I was worried about, hitting the things.
Well, don't learn, adapt.
Okay.
Don't move.
Okay.
Just sit in silence.
What a great podcast. That would be. I would love a revolutionary Captain America, though, if they haven't already done one. I'm sure there's fanfic.
The only one, because there's a Captain America in 1602, but even then, he's still just Captain America, but at a certain point in his history, he got sent back to 1602
and he
lost all his memories.
Gotcha.
He didn't start there. And that's kind of the linchpin. Sorry if you haven't read 1602. That's kind of the linchpin of the story, where he's just this like Native American guy who throughout the course of the book, he's remembering his time in World War II, and then he's Captain America, and he just like is there. It's pretty cool.
I would love to know, I mean, especially because his powers are obviously rooted in science, so I would love to know the difference in science. That
would be fun. Or even if he even has powers,
if it is science, who knows? It could just be who was it? Patriot was Captain America for a bit, and he was just a dude. He didn't have any powers. He just filled in as Captain America. Yeah,
I like the idea of like BC Captain America.
Yeah,
where he's just got a stone.
Yeah. Well, I imagine he picks up what is the first wheel and then uses it as a shield.
Just grabs a wheel and he's like, ooh.
Or he just grabs a circular thing as a shield, and then someone knocks that out of his hands and it rolls away, and then he and the villain just both stare like, did you see that?
And then they become best buds.
They sure do.
And that's alternate universe Bucky.
Yeah.
Perfect. I love that.
That's so good.
I'm really concerned that Wanda's gonna somehow stop the recording.
Yeah, she's right there, huh?
Her paw is on the
is it?
Field recorder. Yeah.
Oh no.
It's just kind of there. Hey bud, what are you doing?
You want to kind of get up?
You're fine there. Just don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me.
That is exactly what my parents used to say when I was a kid.
Don't fuck with me?
Just like,
you're fine there.
You're fine there. Don't fuck with me.
Don't mess with me, my man.
Oh, now she's really all up on it. She's rubbing against it. I think you might have to move her.
Could you not? What did that hit? Was that me?
I think it just wobbled this and it hit the table.
All
Not
right.
important.
I'm gonna go check some comments.
Yeah,
on
let's
YouTube.
get into the comments. I will say I did have a thing to talk about briefly, which is I binged all of Queer Eye on Netflix.
Yeah, what is that?
What is it?
I've seen people talk about it. It's a show?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Have you not heard of the original?
No.
Queer Eye for the Straight Guy?
No.
It came out ages ago.
Queer Eye for the Straight Guy.
Yeah. I think that's what it was called.
Sounds like a fun song.
It was basically this reality show where like straight people got help improving their life in like fashion or confidence and yeah.
Oh.
And it's just people, team of gay guys come in and they help improve your lifestyle, fashion, design kind of thing.
Is that what it is still?
Yes. But it's really great.
Interesting.
You have your squinty Dylan eyes. What are your concerns?
I don't know. That I don't. I'm sure it's fine, but well, first of all, I just struggle with reality TV.
Sure.
But also, I always struggle with the concept of something being founded on identity in a thing. Like, here's a show where black people talk to white people. What's gonna happen?
Yeah, it's a social experiment.
Yeah, and that I'm sure it's like that can be done fine, but
Yeah.
I worry when that's the root of the thing, you know?
Yeah.
Because that could go horribly wrong.
Yeah.
But it's people like it, so I assume it's fine.
It's really
everybody's represented fairly.
It's really, I think it's awesome. It's super entertaining. Everybody is like very dynamic and engaging and just fun to watch. Yeah, I think it's
Queer Eye.
yeah,
Query?
sure.
Pun?
No,
Jessica Jones season 2.
that's right.
Haven't watched any yet.
I feel like maybe it's just me. I feel like the marketing for that kind of dropped off. I did not know it was.
I
coming
thought it was
out.
coming out tomorrow.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I knew.
Why the hell did it come out on a Thursday? I just dated this episode. Sorry.
Because of its National Women's Day, I
Oh.
dated it further.
Well, I mean, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was gonna watch some before I had my meeting today, but I was already planning on just taking the day tomorrow.
Yeah.
And ordering some food and watching the whole thing.
Heck
so
yeah.
I didn't want to ruin that.
I have to wait till the weekend. I got a lot of work to do.
Oh,
But
sorry, bud.
no, I'm
Yeah, I
excited.
did most of my
to
work
dig
today,
in.
so I could do that. My mom, she was borrowing my car. She's in for the week, and she was borrowing my car. And when I was driving her back home, when she gave it back to me, she was like, "Hey, are you doing anything Friday? I want to go get some crawfish or something."
Mhm.
And I'm like, "You might say I'm not busy, but Jessica Jones season 2 is coming out."
Mm.
And luckily, and this is it resonated a lot with me. The thing that she said, she was just like, "If you say you're busy, you're busy." And I'm like, "Wow, that is a very like just good response to that."
Yeah.
That's everyone should have that attitude. If someone says they're busy, they're busy. Don't
Sure.
push them on it.
Yeah.
Good job.
Have you
Mom.
been pushed before when you're busy?
I mean, I've been met with skepticism.
Yeah.
I feel like it might just be like a self thing where whenever I never say I'm busy most of
Yeah.
the time, even if that's just what it is. I always feel the need to indulge, to be like,
Yeah.
I'm busy because of this, or I'm doing this, or I have a lot of work, or
Yeah.
or I have to fix my sleep schedule, or I always give an excuse rather than just saying I'm busy, because I feel like that might
Gotcha.
come across rude.
I feel like the opposite,
Really?
honestly. I would much rather someone just say ambiguously busy than tell me exactly what because if someone tries to break down exactly what's making them busy, then there's a part of me that will always judge that to be like, "But are you really busy with that?" But if you just say
Oh, I see.
but if you just say I'm busy, then I'll be like, "Oh, okay, fine, you're busy."
Yeah.
That, you know.
That's fair. I kind of I like both. If someone just says I'm busy, then and yeah, I like the idea that I don't have to think about it more. But
Yeah.
if they say like, "Oh, I've got to do laundry or something," I'm like, "Laundry
Yeah.
takes 2 hours. What do you
Yeah.
mean?" But that's also like, if I do one thing in a day, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm a millennial. I'm checked out for the rest of the
Sure.
day. If I make
hear
food
you.
in a day, that's my day.
That's your day?
I'm done.
Oh man.
That's what happened yesterday. I woke up and I read my weekly comics, and I caught up on CW shows.
Yeah.
And I had work to do, but I was like,
Sure.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I read comics today,
I hear you.
but that was
Yeah.
also just normal procrastination. But I got my work done,
Well, there you go.
so it was fine. I got it done at 3 a.m., but it was fine.
That'll do
And
it.
then I did some extra work because I felt bad. That's kind of how I always tip
Balance
the
it
scales.
out.
Yeah. I couldn't finish the extra work because I don't have everything I need for it, which made me a little upset. But Benny keeps pushing the release date on that video back, so he hasn't recorded the intro outro for it yet. So I'm just sitting here like, I need that. Boy.
I got you.
Anyway, how did we get on? What were we just talking about?
We were talking about Queer Eye, but that's fine.
Oh. No, what about? Did you finish your thing about?
Yeah, I basically just said I really enjoyed it.
Cool.
It made me. I was watching it while searching the internet for new clothes to wear because that's a big part of the show. And I was like, man, I really want to actually, because I have Stitch Fix, which sends clothes.
Oh, I got my first thing. I haven't gotten it in yet, but I ordered it.
Yeah, I got like a referral code for that.
Nice.
Thank you.
No problem.
It helped pay for things this month.
Nice.
But yeah, so normally...
Do you want to say your referral thing on here?
Say my referral code?
Yeah.
On my phone's all the way over there.
Oh, well, I'll say mine.
Oh, no,
Hold
wait.
on.
No, wait.
No.
Don't say it.
Fuck you.
I gotta go get my phone.
No. Stitch Fix.
No.
I'm going to say it. Scott's a little bitch. He doesn't know shit about life or fashion. I know everything.
I want free clothes.
Fuck, where's my Stitch Fix? It's over here. It's in other.
Oh, no.
I need it. Quick. I've already got it open. Oh, no, you have it open, too. Okay, if my friend gets 25... Hey, if you want a Stitch Fix, then... what the hell? Hold on.
Yeah.
There's no code.
Go ahead and go to...
Where's the you gotta go to a thing. Link. Copied. No. How do I see the link? I don't...
go ahead and go to www.stitchfix.com/referral/1499.
You know what? This isn't worth it. This is
2960.
Fuck Stitch Fix. Get your shit together.
Question
Just
mark.
use a goddamn code.
SOM.
What are you talking about?
equals
Stitch Fix?
C ampersand SOD equals I. You got all that.
There's no Twitter. There's also no Twitter option on their referral.
That is weird.
So we have just simultaneously realized that Stitch Fix does not have a code system.
Yeah.
They don't have a referral code. It's a referral link, which is what Scott was just spouting off.
Correct.
But
anyway, so I was saying I went. Normally, I get that. If anyone doesn't know, that's just like a subscription box that they send. They send you clothing every month so that you can get.
Well, you can change the
frequency and whatever.
Yeah, the frequency.
Yeah, but yeah. Either way, they send you clothes. Yeah, this is my microphone's having issues.
Why?
I don't know.
No,
it just is. But anyway, so I noticed that a lot of the clothes they were sending me were usually gray and navy.
Oh no.
Which is great because those are the colors that I asked them to send me.
Oh, okay.
But I went through and I updated my style and I picked out other clothes that I was like, you know what, I bet I could wear this, or other colors that I'd be like, I'd be willing to try this sort of thing. So I'm hoping for the next one. Gonna get some bold new colors. I'm already wearing a shirt with a big old bold pattern on it that's not plaid.
You've worn. I think last time we recorded, you were wearing that same shirt.
Maybe, but I was wearing a jacket.
Yes,
with it.
you were wearing a whole thing over it. But I made an effort to not wear the same thing because I almost did.
Well, it's been like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
forgive me.
It's fine. I was doing laundry today and I pulled out my influencer hoodie and I was like, I just so comfortable.
I didn't.
However.
That didn't even cross my mind. I couldn't remember that I wore that.
I'm not judging you.
Mm-hmm.
I was just making an observation.
Sure thing.
I was there when you bought that shirt.
You were. You told me not to.
I think you just wear it to impress me.
I do not.
I think it's just your little way of saying, "Hey, I see you."
Nope.
That's okay though. It's okay. I know you like me in that way, but I don't. It's not returned, so.
That's great because it's also not returned on this end.
You can deny it all you want, but
I will.
But I feel it here. I mean, you come here and you're completely naked, and it sends a message.
That is,
and I received the message
about how I've worn this both times.
Well, you take it off. It's like a jacket to you, and I get that. I get that it's a stylish, snazzy jacket. But A, you're gonna get arrested at some point.
Yeah,
like someone's gonna notice.
You think so?
Yeah, and B, like, I got a cat here. She doesn't want to see that.
She seemed pretty fine with it just a couple minutes ago.
No, that's just she was sitting here giving you the evil eye.
Nah, she was giving me the come hither eyes.
Put some clothes. Hey, whoa, hey, whoa. I was cool with you coming on to me, but that's a cat, Scott.
The cat was coming on to me.
Uh-huh. You read that signal way wrong. Let's stop talking about bestiality.
Yeah, let's please do that.
I got a thing from YouTube.
Go for it.
I think we've had a thing from this girl before.
Oh no, my headphones are all tangled now. All right, hold on, let me fix that. You read the thing.
Okay. I think we've had a thing from this girl before. It was on episode 35, the best dang podcast you'll ever dang hear. Hashtag Ask Theo. This is from Simply Emily. I'm moving in with my boyfriend for the first time. As someone who has primarily lived with women, what horrors should I expect living with a man?
Ooh.
First of all,
Here comes Dylan.
we're not all pigs.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch.
Wow. Wow.
Just immediately
Right out of the
contradicted
gate.
that.
Huh?
No, we're not. I don't know what type of guy your boyfriend is, but I keep a pretty
Let me
cleanly
explain
ship.
something to you. We don't all mansplain to people, okay?
I don't think I'm mansplaining right now. It's not a simple concept that
Yeah.
I think she doesn't understand. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, I don't know what type of guy your boyfriend is, but I would give him the benefit of the doubt, I'd say. He could be a pig. Most men are terrible.
Sure,
all men should die.
well,
I will say that.
Here, that is right on character for you. I will say, as someone who's lived with multiple dudes before, because you, correct me if I'm wrong, you've either lived with your parents or by yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One man father.
There you go.
He was a pig though, so
fantastic.
more than one.
So
My sister was also though. So.
But I mean, like shared like an actual
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of living space.
you.
I in college I roomed with I think 3 different people. Plus I also lived. My brother and I got a place by ourselves a couple of years ago. He had to go to college in a different city, but they didn't have dorms at that college, so he needed to get an apartment, but he couldn't pay for it all on his own. So he's looking for a roommate, and I was like, hey, I want to get out of the house.
I'll be your roommate.
Yeah. So living with those different people, I will say that absolutely, as you were saying, every guy's different. But common themes I've seen is, most guys probably are going to be a little slob-ish for sure. I think it's probably more of a given to say that you can probably expect some sloppiness.
Yeah.
And then be pleasantly surprised if that's not the case, than expecting, cleanliness and getting disappointed when it's not that way.
I would say, so I don't think we have enough information to fully answer this question.
Mm-hmm.
Not even saying, not knowing who
where's the
boyfriend
peer-reviewed
is,
study of who this boyfriend is?
Yeah, exactly. Even just not knowing if she's moving into his current place,
or if they're getting
or
a
if
place
they're getting a place
separate.
together. Because if they're getting a place together, more than likely, if he's a pig, you could just easily just dominate the decorating process.
Yeah, exactly. If you both are moving in at the same time, then that's a really good way to
take that into your own hands.
Exactly. But if you're moving into a space that he's already manned all over,
first of all, probably a bad idea, because that creates a power struggle, and also he's lived there by himself for a while. I assume. I don't know, but
I don't know. Could go either way.
It's like invading a space.
He's inviting her to move in.
But also, I feel if I moved into someone else's place and they've been living there for a while, I feel like I would never really feel like it's my home as well.
Yeah.
It would just feel like it's their home that I'm just staying over at for a long time.
Yeah, there might be a bit of a period of adjustment for sure.
And that's also what I was going to say is if you are moving in to a place together, depending on how long you've been together, I would say if you're together if you've been together for like a shorter end of time or period of time, he might try, and you probably will do the same thing. You might try to be your best for a while, but then over time you're just going to revert back to either the slobness that you were or the mediocreness that you were,
Yeah.
So like,
I gotcha.
You be your best, but then over time you're like, oh,
you'll see the true colors.
See my true signs.
Yeah. I mean, that also just, I feel like if he is that way, then potentially she would have already seen this place in its natural habitat, so she would probably know what to expect.
And I think if he's living by himself, I know this would be true. This is true for me. If I was living with another person, which I cannot and will not, I refuse.
Really?
No. Bad. Me. I cannot.
Nope. I miss it. I miss having a roommate.
Ugh. You go do that. I don't. Okay. I'm good in my space.
You're a little hermit.
Yep, I sure am, and that's the problem. I can't be a hermit with someone else around, because if someone else is around, I'm never gonna feel like I'm alone, which is bad.
I mean, unless they have a day job.
Nope. I'm still gonna feel like someone else lives here. It's weird. They're gonna come home at some point. I'll never be able to relax.
Okay.
I'll be anxious all day.
Wow.
I
feel like that's something you need to talk with somebody about.
Yeah,
that doesn't seem normal.
Look,
all right.
I'm cool with who I am currently. It doesn't affect anyone else.
So what happens if there's a significant other in play? Can you never live with them?
I've never had a girlfriend.
Right.
That's not gonna happen.
I said if.
What are you talking about?
I said in the crazy hypothetical scenario when that could happen.
I'll cross that bridge when I get to it.
Okay.
What was I gonna say? Something about so if I started living with someone else, I would feel, especially if it's a significant other, I would probably feel more inclined to be more clean.
Yeah.
Especially with personal hygiene, because there are days where I just won't shower for a couple days because I don't leave a lot.
Oh, sure.
I don't see people. But like, if you're coming over or someone's coming over, I will make sure that I'm clean, and I will take out all the trash. I will make sure that this place looks clean. If it's something that I don't really care about or doesn't smell, then I'll leave it. Like last time you were here, I just forgot there was laundry on the floor. I just kind of forgot that was there. But that was fine. Sometimes people have come over when I wasn't expecting them. Or not expecting them, but I wasn't expecting to have company that day, and I didn't have time to clean up. So there has been a bunch of trash around.
Sure.
But it's whatever. Basically, my philosophy on life is if it doesn't affect someone else, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty unhealthy way to live, but I'm cool with it for now. I'll deal with that bridge when I cross it.
Yeah. I mean, I would say kind of in that regard, especially because this is a scenario where the two of them are dating.
Yeah.
Then, you know, in that scenario, if I was in a similar boat, then it's one of those things where you want to show a little effort to show that not just the once, you know, the few weeks when they first move in, but like continuously, I would want to show effort and be cleaner, or even just do things that I wouldn't normally do, make an effort to show that like I'm adjusting to this sort of thing. I had the same problem with almost every single one of my roommates. We always did this thing where every couple months we would sit down and be like, what's one thing you hate about living with me, and what's one thing I hate about living with you? And that was a really nice kind of way to adjust things. Like I would tell my roommate would always leave the bathroom drawers open when he was using them, and he would leave with the drawers open. And I'd be like, could you just shut the drawers?
Yeah, what the hell?
But it was one of those things he just didn't think about. So it was like, I never thought about it, and I never noticed that they were open.
Weird quirk.
Yeah, I know. It's just something people don't notice certain things. And I mean, I'm sure
people don't close doors.
Yeah, I mean, I do similar things.
Close your goddamn doors, people.
There you go. I mean, yeah, I mean, I do similar things. I mean, look, classic scenario of guy and a girl living is guy leaving the seat up.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's something, just adjust to it. And you're...
See, I don't do that.
Yeah, me neither. I always have it down.
I put it down because of the cat.
Oh, I was just trained from a child to always put the seat down.
Yeah. I even do it. Sometimes I'll just instinctively do it when I go to other people's homes and I know they don't do that. And I'm like, oh shit, my bad. But you have to adjust. So I have weird bathroom rules where I keep all the lights on normally.
Yeah.
And I keep the door open, but then some people will come in and they'll close the door and turn the lights off. And I'm like,
it is almost every time I'll turn the lights off and then immediately turn them back on because I'm just like, eh.
There's like one bulb left on in there.
Yeah.
It's about to go out probably. I need to get more bulbs for in there.
You go.
Most of the sockets don't work though. I don't understand. They're all burnt and dumb. They're all dumb and stupid and
sure are. They're not that bright, are they?
Dumb. Hey, you have your phone now.
I do.
Do you want to do a thing?
How's my battery going? 86. Sure. Oh. Do we not have any more YouTube ones?
I can check for another YouTube.
Okay. I mean, I'll go on the things. I know we had the Hitler question.
There was a lot of Hitler questions.
There was a lot? I saw one.
Oh. I don't know.
Who knows?
I just like this comment from Anthony on the pasta cast. He just says linguine is angel hair for pussies. Fair enough. I
do like linguine though. What does that make me?
A pussy.
Yeah, I guess by that logic, that's fair.
Pussy. There's not a lot of. There's one more question on YouTube.
Okay.
I could do that.
Yeah, go for it.
It's from Seb Sharma. Hashtag Ask Theo. What's your opinion on The Wizard of Oz?
As a kid, I hated it.
What's your opinion on it?
As a kid, I hated it.
Nobody gives a shit about you as a kid.
As an adult,
We already did the childhood episode.
sure. As an adult,
And you mentioned very
fine.
in depth
yes.
how you hated The Wizard of Oz.
That was like what the whole episode
That was
about.
the
I do
entire
remember
episode.
that.
It was just an hour and 10 minutes of you going on about how you hated The
It
Wizard
was
of Oz.
every 10 minutes or so you try to be like, well, I had, and then I was like, no, I'm not done.
It was just a it was a filibuster.
The lion was not convincing.
I was not allowed to speak. Tin Man?
Mm-hmm.
Go into the tin can.
Oh no! Oh snap! No, I as an adult, I think it's fine. I don't. It's not something that I love.
Adult.
Yeah.
Bad word.
Really?
Cursed swear word.
I'm 25.
I'm also an adult, but I don't like it.
Fair enough.
Did you finish?
Yeah, no, it's one of those things where I mean, I haven't watched it in a while, and I'm sure if I watch it with fresh eyes, I could appreciate it more than I did when I was a child. I mean, I had this thing that I'm sure is not anything new to anyone who had siblings close enough in their age, but like when you have a sibling that loves something, you hate it. That's just how it is, because you got to be different. And so I had a brother and a sister who both loved Wizard of Oz, and to be different, I was like, I hate it.
I never experienced that. So my sister hated me with a goddamn passion, and I never wanted my parents' approval in any scenario, but when I was a child, I really wanted my sister's approval.
How much older is your sister than
4
you?
years.
Okay, yeah, because I had a similar thing with my brother who's 6 years older than me.
Oh, okay.
All I wanted was his approval and to be cool like him, you know what I mean?
I didn't want to be cool like her. I just wanted her to like me.
Sure.
She would just like be mean to me, and I'd be like, "Oh, okay," and then I'd go
To be
away.
fair, you're a very unlikable person.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That's why I'm a hermit. I don't want to subject. See, it's my philosophy.
Oh no.
When I go out into the world, I'm affecting other people, and that's just, I don't want to subject them to
so
that.
this is your sacrifice to the world?
So I stay here.
How heroic.
It's cool. Wanda is she deals with it. She deals with the brunt of it.
That's great.
That's fun.
But yeah, it's my brother and sister were all like basically 1.5 years apart. So it's my brother, then me, then my sister, and they both liked it.
Too many siblings.
I have
one.
6 siblings.
Good Lord, that's euthanize them.
They've never all lived in the same house at the same time, so it's never been more than like 5. But
Still, too many.
Okay.
Too many nice wonders.
But yeah, so I haven't watched it in a really long time, because I had the similar thing with A Christmas Story, which is a movie that I hated when I was a kid. Everyone says that if you love A Christmas Story, it's because you grew up with it. I hated it as a kid. I loathed it, but it was only after watching it was only after watching it as an adult or even just older teen when that I was like, actually, this is really great. I kind of like this a lot.
I hate it. It makes me feel weird.
Really?
Just put on Home Alone 2. Why do we need A Christmas Story? Just fuck.
It's a different movie, and it's great.
Just put on a Home Alone 2.
Okay.
Home Alone 2
You can have them both.
No. I'm sorry. Since when did TV broadcasting invent the technology to play 2 movies at the same time? I don't think they have that, Scott.
I don't think we'll ever get that technology until the 1940s.
No.
Who knows when?
Home Alone 2 and A Christmas Story at the same time? What are you, fucking stupid? You're not playing the Wizard of Oz at the same time as Return to Oz. No.
Return to Oz?
You wouldn't do that.
That's right, I forgot.
What are you, dumb? You wouldn't play The Wizard of Oz at the same time as Oz the Great and Powerful starring James Franco.
God, I never saw that.
Well, I did. It was terrible.
That's what I heard. I will say my brother...
The CG is horrifying.
I will say my brother likes the music from Wicked, but hates the concept of Wicked.
I have never listened to the entirety of Wicked linearly or seen Wicked, but I love Wicked so much.
Yeah, so I mean, like he loves the music from it, but he hates the concept of it.
I've heard that a lot. I've heard a lot of people are like, "Wicked's dumb," but I'm like, the music's so good.
But because I mean, obviously, the whole thing with and this, you could say this about any Wizard of Oz spinoff. It's all supposed to be, if it's all supposed to be Dorothy's dream or whatever,
Yeah.
then
Oh, yeah.
any spin-off doesn't make sense.
True.
And so that's why
But that's just a theory.
game theory, film theory.
And cut my check. I'm going back in the cave.
But yeah, so that's why. Yeah. But I don't know. I haven't watched it in a while, so who knows?
I like it. I think it's fine. I like the music. That's it. I think it's cool. I like the Emerald City.
Yeah, I think it's really pretty.
One short day in the Emerald City. I just like Wicked.
Yeah, you know what?
I just like the Wizard of Oz for giving me Wicked. That's all. I don't care. I feel like I'm a fake ass Wicked fan though. I could have seen it. It was here like last year.
Was it really?
A couple years ago. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
It was on the Dallas equivalent of Broadway.
Rad.
But yeah, I want to see it.
I want to see more.
I have the entire album on my phone.
Of course.
But I haven't listened to it like
in
front to back.
I don't think I have either.
I don't think I've heard all the music either. I've just because it was introduced to me through I had a Disney station on Pandora when I still used Pandora.
Yeah.
And that's what was introducing me to a lot of musicals I'd never heard, and it would play like Popular and other Wicked songs that I can't think of right now.
Other ones.
But mostly
Defying
popular.
Gravity.
Yeah, that's
a classic
Defying Gravity
one.
actually didn't come in for a while.
Really?
For some reason. I don't know why.
It's a classic one.
There's a lot of Frozen and
what's the Melikanamanachi?
yeah, that one. I don't. I've sung that one at karaoke many times.
Really?
But it's a good one.
I don't even know how you spell those words.
It's strange.
Yeah.
But when you read them, it's like, oh, that's what's happening.
Yeah.
It makes sense now. It sounds until you read it and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
That checks out.
I get you.
I like Wicked. I met a girl on Tinder the other day who said in her bio, I'm just looking for someone to do Broadway duets with me.
Hell yeah.
And I asked her, what kind of duets we talking?
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, well, you got Hamilton in your profile, so...
Book of Mormon.
Book of Mormon. No, but I responded to her response, and now she hasn't responded to my response to her response.
Oh, man. So. All right. Let's continue these updates in every podcast episode.
Every episode?
Yeah.
Until she's, like, eventually here.
Yeah, we'll have her on as a guest.
You know what? If I talk to this girl long enough...
Yeah.
I will try my hardest.
Dude.
If we become close, even just as friends.
That'd actually be really funny.
I'll try to deliver on that.
But you can never live with her.
No,
ever.
Absolutely not.
No.
That is a question that I will have to face, though, eventually.
Someday.
If I get involved with, a lady of the night. I'm
actually really excited to move in with literally anyone because whatever they have will continue to furnish my barren apartment.
Fair.
Guy or girl, I will take it either way as just having another roommate around.
Have you entertained the thought of just finding a roommate?
No, like I would only want to do it with friends or people that I know. I would not want to do like a stranger like coming in because that sounds horrible. Especially if they murder you. Just go to college and get a dorm mate. Yeah, well, I mean that's what some of my best friends I met just because we had dorm. I think my actual old college roommate is getting an internship here. I don't know how that's gonna be, but that might be fun to. You ever been to a wedding for a friend? Yes. How recent? And how old? A couple years ago. And then I slept with the wife later on. Oh, dope. You remember that story? Yep. So, okay, gonna address second elephant in the room. We're not doing the fucking love life episode. There's nothing to talk about. I'm sorry. Speak for yourself. You have one funny story. I sure do. And then my stories are too fresh and too sensitive. So see, that's the difference, though. Is like I have other stories that are also just sad and disappointing, but like I don't mind talking about them, even recent ones. I think it's fun. That's fine. Well, maybe so the childhood episode I kind of dominated. So maybe we will do the love life episode, and I will just say nothing. Yeah, I can talk about like funny It'll be Tinder a really things, great time for everyone to cringe and be like, "God, these guys are hopeless." Yeah. Well, because I have funny stories, but I still
talk to these women sometimes.
Oh, that's true.
So, or they're too hurtful for me that I don't really want to talk. Like, they're not entertaining in any way.
Yeah.
I guess the shit I talked about on the childhood episode wasn't entertaining per se.
I would, yeah. I mean, entertaining in the
It
aspect.
wasn't funny.
It wasn't funny.
Kind of a downer.
Sure.
And I don't know if I want to repeat that.
Okay.
But you do have some funny stories that we
I
could
have
talk
one
about.
or two.
But that's not.
What was the wedding question going to be about?
What was that like?
Going to a friend's wedding?
Yeah.
Well, that specific friend's wedding was awful.
The wedding itself or the aftermath? Because I know about the aftermath.
The wedding itself, all of it, the leading up to it was horrible.
No. Was it a shotgun wedding?
No.
Okay.
So I knew this guy. We were good friends.
Yeah.
And he asked me to be a groomsman, and I said, sure.
Groomsman.
And then I was like, just as long as I don't have to make a speech. And then like later in the same day, he was like, later in the same day, he was like, you're going to have to make a speech because I actually want you to be my best man.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, and and he was a good friend at the time, but like not best man kind of material, I thought.
That says something about him, I feel.
Yeah. So
or you. It could go either way.
Either way on that one. So yeah, and then just there was a ton of drama leading up to it because like I had a lot of responsibilities as the best man. My a good friend of mine was also being he was the photographer for the wedding, so like he had a lot of responsibility. They were also like making everyone pull double duty, so I was also the DJ. I'd never DJ'd before.
What?
I know. And I was terrible at it because they wouldn't give me any cues about what to do. So like that they were doing like some sort of dance, not the first dance or the father-daughter thing. It was like a different kind of thing. But I didn't know what it was. So like it seemed like everyone was done, so I faded it out, and he was like, hey, why'd you fade it out halfway through? I'm like, because nothing was happening. I don't know. It was very complicated and confusing.
Oh, no.
I did not have a good time, and it was just all very stressful. There was lots and lots of arguments back and forth, lots of insults back and forth. It was terrible, and I hated it.
That does not fill me with confidence.
No. Why? Are you going to a friend's wedding?
Well, we both are, hopefully.
Who?
Kevin and Ash.
Oh.
I don't know when it's happening.
I don't consider them friends.
But well, you're getting an invite. You don't have to go.
Am I?
But yeah.
I mean, I'll go if it means dressing up all snazzy.
Well, you do that every day anyway.
Yeah, dude, but now I have an excuse.
Now you have an excuse. Now you get to show off.
That's right. That's what fashion's all about. Just showing off.
I am tentatively excited / mortified.
Yeah?
I know I'm not going to be in the wedding because we're not like that good of friends.
No.
And I don't want to be in the wedding.
No.
But
sorry, as a quick aside,
Sure.
the speech that I gave as the best man, I couldn't think of anything, so I just did the speech from The Hangover about the one man wolf pack.
that's amazing. I love that. Did anyone like catch on?
I think some people did, but most did not, and that
One
was
halfway
so
through was
funny
like,
to me.
Wait a minute.
well, because it starts because it's purposefully rambly and awkward.
Yeah.
So that's what I did, and I feel like most of the older people had no idea, and some of the younger people were like, "That's all right." But like,
I love that.
Yeah. Anyway, continue.
So yeah, there's a part of me for this wedding, or just weddings in particular, because I've been to a wedding before, but it's always been like I'm a child and this is like my cousin or someone I vaguely know, and I'm not here as a self-aware human being.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been to a wedding like that before.
Yeah.
And so there's like 3 parts to this. One part of me is terrified to go because now my friends are getting married. I'm not married.
Okay.
It's just anxiety,
I guess.
Sure. Part 2 is like, just what if something goes wrong? What if just in general? Like, what if something happens and then it's just like, ooh, I'm at this wedding that's gone wrong. And then part 3 is a more hopeful one where it's like, what if this becomes the episode of How I Met Your Mother?
Yeah.
Where Ted goes to a wedding and falls in love.
Well, there you go.
I'd like that.
Sure.
But then there's also a part of me that I would
better not move in.
I would love to go to a wedding where I know the bride and groom, but literally no one else.
Yeah.
I'd be cool with that. Because then I could just find the other single people and be like, hey, are we the singles ready to mingle?
Yeah.
And then just hang out. meet some new people,
dude.
unless literally everyone else is in a see, that's also terrifying. If
Yeah.
everyone else is in a couple except me and I'm just kind of there.
Well, so I'm actually going to a party in like a week or so in Austin. It'll be the first time I'm going to Austin. Yeah, someone hit me up on Twitter the other day and was like, Scott, I'm in Austin. Can we hang and get lunch? I'm like, that is hours away from me, dude.
Who's taking you to Austin?
Nathan.
Oh, cool.
Simply because I invited him to this party and I needed a ride.
Fair.
And also, well, that's not entirely fair. Because the reason I invited him was specifically because of that kind of reason, where like I needed someone who would be very outgoing and be willing to like go and introduce himself and like, because I'm going to this party and I know for sure one person who's going to be there, but it's like the guy doing the party, so he's going to be talking to everyone and doing everything. And I didn't want to just stand there and be all alone, so I needed someone who could
party, right?
Yeah, so I needed someone who would purposely come and just hang out and have a good time and everything. So
see, my secret hope, and I know it won't happen because I'm not in a goddamn coming of age movie, is I love the idea of going to a party and no one knowing who I am except like the host or something, and then just like a nice group of I just want to be adopted by a friend group.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
just want to be plain white boy who I forget the name of in Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Yeah.
I just want to be like, I don't know what I'm doing. And someone comes up and is like, hey, you look pretty cool. I want to party. Yeah. And then I party with them.
And then they slip you some drugs.
Oh, shit. Well, that was voluntary.
Yeah, okay.
That's fine. He wanted to. It's all right.
No, but yeah, so I kind of agree with that statement. That kind of happened recently when I went to that conference that shall not be named.
Wait, it does happen?
It wasn't like that, but it was because I knew at least one person already who was in that group, and he was like, well, come hang out with us. And that's how I met this other guy who invited me to this party here in Austin.
And now you're in love.
Sure.
Say yes.
Okay.
Hi, Wanda. God, just staring at me. This cat is the third member of this terrible podcast.
Do we want to do another one?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm so concerned about weddings.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about the weddings still.
What if I know I'm not, just like in the future, what if I am in the wedding party in any capacity? Stop.
Okay. You don't have to be.
Don't let me. If you get married, don't
just say
put
that
me in
then.
The wedding. Well, but like secretly, I do want to be in the wedding because I want to feel important.
Okay,
but also I don't want to. This is the problem. I want responsibility, but also don't. Yeah. I want to feel needed.
Sure,
but don't want the responsibility.
You've just described the human existence.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm glad. Maybe I do want responsibility. I want to feel needed.
Yeah, everybody does.
Is that true?
Yes.
I feel like that's not the case.
100% everybody wants to feel needed.
I feel like there are plenty of people who are just like, whatever, I'm good. I'll pass.
Fine, whatever. You're always going to find exceptions to everything.
Don't pigeonhole us.
But most of humanity wants to feel needed.
I don't know. I've been watching a lot of Game Grumps recently. Yeah. I don't mean to like just parrot their jokes, but there was one is tangentially related. There was one joke they made where Dan was like, yeah, people will always just find some reason to be angry with each other. And then Aaron was like, yeah, it probably started with like the first two guys on Earth were like,
you're not
wait
me.
a minute, you're not me. That's my funniest shit in the world.
That's my favorite joke they've ever made. It was so
I love it so much.
It was so poignant.
Just the idea that you're just walking by one day and you're like, hey,
you're not me.
That ain't me. So confounded by it. It's really the core of every issue.
Yeah, it's very profound.
Yeah, I'm sure he meant it to be profound.
Sure.
This podcast brought to you by Game Grump.
That's right.
Go subscribe. They really need the help.
Yeah, they really do. We're doing great.
We're perfectly fine. Mm-hmm. We're set.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure something right up your alley would be like just recording it or something, the wedding, because like that's something you would want to do anyway.
No, but I mean like on the stage.
Oh, you want attention?
No, that's what. Okay, so that's what I'm concerned about.
Yeah.
First of all, if you're recording the wedding, you're not in the wedding. Fuck off. That's like a gimme.
Right, but that's responsibility.
It's responsibility.
That's
but
what you said you wanted.
If somebody told me to film it, I'd be like, okay, whatever. I do this all the time. That might be my job at Kevin and Ash's wedding if they don't, because that's what I do at Hamilton's.
Yeah.
And they're getting Melody to do to DJ.
Well, there you go.
So they're just slowly recruiting people.
It's Hamilton's
the wedding
with a dress code.
Fair. They got engaged at Hamilton's.
Yeah.
So I'm down.
So you want to be up on stage in front of people?
No. But I don't want to be on stage, but like if someone was like, "Hey, will you be my best man?" I'd be like, "Hell yeah." But then the moment I'm on stage, I'm like, "Oh no."
Yeah.
Or the moment I have to plan a bachelor party, I'm like, "Oh no."
Freaking do the hangover speech.
See,
I never had to plan the bachelor party either. You know why? Because when I was trying to, the groom argued with me and didn't want to invite me to his bachelor party, so he planned it himself with another friend.
Oh God.
That's how much drama was in this wedding. I know.
Bad.
I know.
See, my real hope.
Yeah.
This is okay. There's one scenario with a wedding of me being like in the core wedding party that I would be completely okay with and would love the responsibilities.
Groom.
No.
Oh, okay.
That's too much. What's the maid of honor?
That's the same thing as a groomsman, but just female.
Yes.
Why is best man? Why is that?
It's different.
Is it just the dresses?
No, I'm not going to wear a dress. Just if I was the best man to the bride.
Why specifically that? Why not just the best man then?
Because I am who I am.
Okay.
I think I just want to be Celeste's best man.
Okay.
She's never getting married.
Sure.
I don't think she believes in marriage. I don't know what she believes
in. I mean, it exists if that's the problem that she's concerned with.
I don't believe in marriage. I'm waiting till marriage.
Yeah. I'm waiting until marriage is till evidence is found that marriage exists.
Marriage.
Until then, I don't believe in marriage.
Yeah, exactly. Marriage is some force.
Yeah.
What do you think about marriage in general?
In general, I dig it.
You want to get married?
Yeah.
Me too.
All right, let's get married.
Yeah? Do you think?
You heard it here, folks.
No. I don't want to get married to you.
That's fine. I wouldn't want to get married to me
gross
either.
Man, and all man should die.
Mm-hmm.
Every man on planet Earth.
That's correct.
Hate them all. You got a Y chromosome?
Get out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
What about people who have they're androgynous or whatever it's called?
What do you mean?
I remember.
Transgender? What do you
Not transgender, but where they're actually born with
they
XXY.
XXY? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What does that do?
I can't remember.
What do they got? A peen poo?
Sure.
Double action?
Let's say that.
I guess I have heard of that. What about double dick dude? Do you think he has two Y chromosomes?
Just YY or XYY?
No, XYY.
I don't know, man. I don't want to dive into genomes.
Or it's like an X. It's XY, but the Y has like a third. Yeah.
It's like a W with a kickstand.
Yeah, exactly. Have you read the Chronicles of Double Dick Dude?
No, I've never heard of that.
Oh, it's great. He's a guy on Reddit who just posted, who's like, "Hey, I have 2 dicks. Ask me anything."
Wow.
And he eventually posted a picture of his 2 dicks.
That's incredible.
And he was like,
"Is that what your wallpaper is in there?" That's what I've been looking at?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a great legacy.
Mm-hmm.
He explained a lot of things. Like, one was smaller than the other. And, like, when he got hard, only one would get fully hard, and the other one was, like, just kind of there.
Okay, so it just seems like it's kind of hanging out.
And if he peed, it would sometimes come out of both.
Oh, that sounds like more of a hassle.
Most of the time, only come out of one. And then he, like, duct taped them together to try and form one super dick.
As you do.
But it didn't work that well.
Still the 2 balls, though, I'd imagine?
Oh, I don't remember.
Oh, no. We will never know.
Let us know in the comments if Double Dick Dude has 4 balls or 2 balls or 3 balls.
Or 3.
Or 1.
You know what?
I don't know.
Honestly, he could be a eunuch.
How many balls do you have?
Just the 2.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh, no.
I have 6.
It looks like a bag of grapes down there.
In fact, that's where I get my grapes from.
Yikes.
I like in Thor Ragnarok, there's a really subtle, funny joke delivered by Taika Waititi playing Korg, where his buddy Meek is just spitting out like egg things. And he's like, what are those that you're sitting on? Those eggs? Or it's just funny. I can't do it because obviously I'm not. You want me to just find the scene and play it for you?
Yeah, right now, if we can do it. Throw a clip right now.
You throw up a clip?
Yeah, I did see Thor Ragnarok. I went to LA to see it, just like I'm going to go see Avengers there.
Was that circumstantial or?
Yeah, that was circumstantial.
Okay,
I was traveling there anyway, and
So
it was
you saw it.
yeah.
That's good. That's nice. I've seen it twice now.
Yeah. Oh, well, I didn't know it was a competition.
It's a quality movie.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm a fan.
It's very loud.
You ever seen What We Do in the Shadows?
No.
That's another Taika Waititi movie.
Yeah, I've
It's
heard that.
so good. It's getting a spin-off movie and a spin-off TV show.
Yeah, and
For some reason.
Isn't he still he's actually still working on that? It's
Probably.
not like they just took the property and gave it
The
to somebody
movie,
else.
I'm pretty sure he's working on. I don't know about the TV show.
Okay.
The movie's about the werewolves, which I'm excited about because they're great.
I don't know anything about it. I just know the name.
It's a funny movie about vampires, and there's also werewolves and zombies, I think.
Cool.
It's good. Check it out at youtube.com/Taika Waititi.
That's probably not right.
Nope. He might have a YouTube channel. I don't
Yeah,
know.
maybe.
If Taika Waititi has a YouTube channel, let us know in the comments down below.
Have you seen the thing that's going around the internet of the deleted scene from The Last Jedi?
I saw people talking about it on Twitter, but I didn't watch it. People are like, haha, J.J. Abrams eat shit.
What?
That's what I've seen people react with it.
That doesn't make any sense.
Oh, this really makes J.J. Abrams writing. They're really slapping in the face or something. I haven't seen it.
I guess I don't know. It's just a different scene of Finn and Phasma fighting. And I'm usually not one to be like, "Ooh, this deleted scene is great and necessary." Normally, a deleted scene is deleted for a reason, and it's not that great, despite what people think.
Sure.
Please stop asking for a Snyder cut. But but I this was like the first time I saw like a deleted scene where I was like, dang it, this was actually way better than what the movie did.
Yeah. The Avengers has some really good deleted scenes.
Yeah.
There's one with Captain America just sitting in like
a cafe.
Yeah, a cafe. Yeah. I think he sees Iron Man fly by.
Both of the Avengers movies they delete the bystander scenes, but they keep the bystander because so in that scene, right, that's when we first are introduced to the waitress,
right,
who is just there at the end of the movie, and we're supposed to have some sort of emotional attachment.
She's there at some point. You see her. She makes like a quick cameo.
She's in all the action scenes at the end. But it's like weird that like we're kind of following this character, but she's not introduced because she was introduced in a deleted scene.
Yeah.
Age of Ultron does the same thing with Sokovian. With who?
The booby girl?
I guess.
She's wearing a pink shirt, and because there's so much action going on and it's low cut, it kind of looks like she's wearing nothing.
Sure. That might be the same person.
There's the one that's followed, just like the waitress.
Yeah, the one, she has a son with her. Yes. That's her. In the deleted scene, her and Quicksilver have like some chemistry going on, so you can kind of see that they care about each other, you know?
I'd have chemistry with Booby Girl.
Yeah. Well, that actress is actually, I do like her a lot.
What is she in?
I believe she's in Winona Earp currently.
Who?
It's a cool show.
Shut up.
I've only watched a couple episodes of it, but I dig it. I know that some people really hate it, but
I'm glad she went on to do great things.
Sure.
Why? How come Quicksilver had to die? Can we talk about Joss Whedon and his?
Sure.
Like what the fuck? Can he stop just killing people for no reason?
No, I think that was a good choice. I think it showed that the MCU has consequences because he's one of like the only people that has perma-dead.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm glad that the decision for killing him stuck. I'm tired of the Whedon thing to do being someone's gonna die because Joss Whedon or his small brother or sister-in-law is directing.
Yeah.
So
I don't mind it. I think it adds weight to actions that you can't expect heroes to always make it out.
At a certain point, it's like stop I think I'm probably gonna make an Orms forum about this eventually, but stop using death as the end all be all circumstance. Because when you're going into a thing, I'm so tired of being like, people being like, oh, who's gonna die in this movie or who's gonna die in this event? It's like, why does someone have to die? Civil War is a great example of that. Everyone thought Captain America was gonna die. No one died in that movie, and I loved that because it leaves you with more. Like, if Captain America died, everyone would be on Captain America's side because he's dead.
Right.
He died for his cause.
That being said, I agree with a lot of what you're saying, but I do think that there are certain circumstances where the story would have been, it would have had much more of a weight if a character did die. Iron Man 3, Happy should have died. I think that would have made the whole movie much more, given it much more weight, given Tony a little bit more motivation to do. I wouldn't want War Machine to die in Civil War, but like that would have been another one where it's like, boom, real actual circumstances of something. I'm mostly glad no one died in Civil War because that's a movie all about sides. Yeah, and it makes it too black and white when someone is killed. By an opposing side. Because you're like, well, someone just died. They went too far, so we don't like them anymore. But yeah, I just the Quicksilver dying one specifically bugged me. I just recently rewatched Age of Ultron because I felt like there was no reason. It happened so late in the movie that it wasn't motivation for anything. It shied away in Civil War. Scarlet Witch doesn't really care about it. Right. That doesn't like it doesn't have enough. Like Coulson dying, that happened about midway through. It's the reason that the Avengers got together. That was good. It gave them a push to work as a team. But like Quicksilver dying, it was just like, oh, there's the Joss Whedon death. Nothing else. It didn't like. It maybe made Hawkeye. It gave Hawkeye like kind of a good scene. Yeah, but that's about it. And then it gave a cool scene for people who have read Scarlet Witch comics, where she freaks out and kills everything, and you're like, oh shit. Yeah. Brief scenes of that, but then in Civil War, that's not dealt with. So she's just kind of in full control. That's not true. She kills Crossbones. But right. But so, I mean, even adding on to that, I don't know how they would do it, but like if part of that whole section where she kills Crossbones, if she was like triggered in some way by memories of Quicksilver, then it would have made it just have more, his death have more banking on that or something, or being because the way they did it, it was just like she's still training, she's still learning, sort of a thing. But I like the idea that she just lost control and then something bad happened. My ideal Scarlet Witch is just her powers are irrelevant. She's incredibly powerful. The problem is her mental state. When she's very easy to snap. She didn't say no more mutants because of some grudge. She said no more mutants because she was in a very huge state of emotional distress. And that's where that should come from. Not because she killed Crossbones as an accident, which like whatever. If she killed Crossbones because she was having flashes of Quicksilver or hurt one of her friends or something. I do feel like they probably didn't do that. If they thought of it, they probably didn't do it because literally Cap was going through the exact same thing in that scene. I imagine the Russo brothers just didn't care. Yeah. They were like, whatever. Joss did his own thing. We'll do our own thing now. Yeah. Okay. That's an episode. All right, cool. I think. Yeah. Sure. Okay. The end of the sentence. I got you. I understand what you're saying. What's your twit? You can follow me, Scott Nicewander, at Scott Nicewander. Or you can do at NerdSync. That's cool too. That's a good one. If you want videos about comic books and superheroes, look on YouTube for at NerdSync. NERDSYNC. Did you spell that right? NERDSYNC. Oh, I didn't hear the D. Oh, it's in there. You gotta remember the D. Don't forget the D. Don't forget the D, Speaking of the D, my name's Dylan. Segways. Dylan Dewhurst. That's a double D. Are you double D, dude? Shh. Okay. Don't tell them. They're not supposed to know. Oh, no. You can follow me on Twitter at Orem Alexander, or you can catch my videos right here on this very YouTube channel that you're probably listening to this on.
Or if you want to ask us some questions or we want some advice with some stupid gay shit that you have
like
problems
moving in, like freaking that's the easiest in the
God,
world.
Just do it already.
Unbelievable.
You can tweet at us
your questions
at the OnPod with the hashtag AskTheo or in the comments with the hashtag AskTheo. That's it, baby boys.
That's the one.
That is how. You want to do a sign off this time?
Sure.
I feel like I do it all the time.
That's how the rigatoni rolls.
Hey.
Hey.
For any of our viewers who have access to internet, we invite your comments.